Alright, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Terry. So, y'all, y'all, I made a poll the other day about what you guys wanted to hear. So, I'm gonna tell y'all about the story about my worst coworker I ever had. Now, this was like my last year in college, like my fourth year. Like after, so we was super shorthanded, like during my time there. So So this year, a new company called Parkhurst came into Indiana Tech and started, taking over the cafeteria. We had new employees, new stuff, and everything. I basically had a whole nother crew because back then it was just like last year during my junior year, it was just the three of us. So now during this fourth year, we got a whole lineup of people only working with us. So during that time, so me, I'm always used to doing the dishes by myself. So they gave me like 3 new people came in, maybe like 4. So I'm glad that I had like some help, by myself instead of being by myself. So I had no problem with nobody. Everybody was friendly. They were also, but they were older. But there was this one employee who kept making me mad. And for some reason, felt different from the others. Like his name, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was way older than me. Like he had like half of his hairline was over to the back of his head. Like that dude was literally I knew this dude was bad luck. So, so every time I came out the classes, right? Like every time, like every 10 minutes before I clock out every time, or it's time for me to clock out every 10 minutes early before it's time for me to go in. So every time I came to the back, the whole dish room was super busy and it was piled up full of dishes. I'm talking about like there's like 5 dudes in there and they super behind on stuff. Like I know it's rush hour, but this is ridiculous. I'm talking about both the big dishes and the small plates, where like literally piled up. Like I don't know how these guys were doing that, but they were doing it terrible. Like it was literally this one employee kept slowing everybody down. Like he was just annoying too. Like he would just say out things randomly and just look at the students, like just stare at the students who's eating food. Like he was weird. I'm telling you, everybody was having a problem with him. Like people were complaining. I even complained. I was is this guy's not listening? Like he was like in his own space. And my boss, the people who were working there, they said you guys just gotta work with him. Like all the dudes was complaining and they didn't do nothing about it until the women started complaining about him. That was when it started becoming a problem. It started becoming a problem because now that the women started complaining and the students were complaining because he was just staring at them like Michael Myers. So he got fired. It took a while, but he got fired. But this dude was literally the main guy that was pulling everybody down. Every time I walked in that dish room, everybody was so happy to see me because they know that I can do things. Get the ball rolling. Like every time I clocked in, it was like, whoa, what is going on? This is ridiculous. Like there'd be like 5 people in there before it's time for me to clock in. I only worked there part time, and they be doing it full time. I was like, nah, boy. I cannot wait till I graduate. Like, this is my last year. I'm never doing this again. I'm like, whoa, it was ridiculous. But yeah, that's it. That was it for my story. Like, if you guys are planning on like getting like a part-time job, like in a high school or college, please be careful, because there will be one employee. Like you're gonna have some good coworkers, you're gonna have a bad coworker. Like, please be prepared for that, especially for my younger audiences. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. From that's all I got for this story time. I hope you guys liked it and heard what I had to say about it. But thank you all again so much for all your support. Like, thank you all that's still staying with me, man. I really do love y'all. In the meantime, y'all have a good night. Be safe and keep God. Cause at the end of the day, use your mind. Peace. I'll be back on tomorrow.